Yeah, I ain't never had anything like that before. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, man? Happy Sabbath, bro.
Happy Sabbath. 1 second.
My name's Yariah. What's your name, brother?
Wait, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get my Bible. 1 second.
Okay.
All right, I guess I gotta go online for this Bible. All right. Okay, so what was that again? You said your name was what?
My name's Yariah. Yariah.
Yariah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name's Swazi. So you said you had well, I looked over some verses. Would you mind explaining the verse, the chapter and verse?
Hold, hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Um, a sister just
Yeah,
added me like
yeah,
I don't say less than 4 hours ago. Just
yeah.
added me. I don't know nothing about her. She don't know nothing about me, right?
Right.
Um, and she just started asking me these questions. You see what I'm saying? She started asking me these
What
questions.
questions? What questions?
About concerning Christ, and I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna answer the questions, but the thing is, I don't know. Like, we supposed to be a nation of people.
Right.
Why don't you get to know me first? And it seemed like the
Oh,
same thing with
well,
you. You want to hold
yeah.
on? Let me finish.
Let me explain that though. Let me
Let
explain
me
why.
finish.
Because
Hold on,
uh, go
hold on.
ahead.
Let me finish. Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead. Because
Let
I
me
was trying to
finish.
explain why we do that.
So, okay, but still, like, it's the Sabbath. You know, if you want to know what I'm about, you can look at my page. I'm not with a camp. I'm not knocking camps. I'm not doing that. But I'm not with a camp. I experienced my time and the truth with a camp. But my thing is, we got to conduct ourselves better because we a nation of people. If you want to really honestly and sincerity ask questions, then do that in sincerity. If you want to debate, let me know you want. Don't act like you're trying to learn and then you
Wait,
be like, oh,
why
let
are
me
you getting
keep doing
debate
this.
vibes? Well, why are you getting debate vibes? Nobody's debates.
No, that's what we about to do.
Why? Why you say that?
That's exactly because that's what the scriptures say. It say debate thy cause. That's what it do. That's what it says. And you just answer. You just open up the call saying, "Well, can you explain me the scripture?" That's going into a debate.
Okay,
Don't
brother.
be
I was
crafty and be like,
all
"Nah."
right. So now, is it my turn yet? Because you've been. So I would just simply
But
asking you.
look though, this is the thing. This is
Okay.
the thing. We supposed to inherit the spirit of Christ, right?
Right.
And inheriting the spirit of Christ, a part of that is fruits of the spirits, and part of the
Okay.
fruit of the spirit is patience, is long suffering.
Oh shit.
So we have to listen to our people to understand where they're coming.
Right, and that's why I asked you where were you coming from.
No, you just was like, "Is it my time yet? Is it my turn?"
No,
You not,
because
you not.
all right, okay, hold on, all right, brother, you've been going for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm trying to see where you're going,
I,
and then when you okay, oh
oh,
wait, all
wait,
right, all right. So now give me a few seconds now, all right? Because you
all
came
right, go
in,
ahead.
and right, you came in, asked a question, you took offense to it, and I'm like totally confused. And then you went to explain a few things. I'm listening, and then I'm listening, and then you went to the floor. I said, okay, let me just hear where he's going. So now I see where you're going. I said, okay, well, let me explain why I tell my family to ask questions because we came across people who act like they were sincere and they never believed in the gospel to begin with. They were Torah only Israelites, and and we'll sit here and dialogue with them. We'll welcome them with open arms just to find out the whole time they were antichrist. And then they'll try to convince us the New Testament is no good, and then we'd be like, wow, so all this conversation was for nothing, the whole time. So now I just say, hey, man, when you talk to people, unfortunately, our people are sick. We got the curses. So we need to just flat out ask them, do you believe in Jesus? Right. Before we even go any further. So they could just say no. And thank you, sir. I respect where you're coming from. No problem. You know, so that was that. Right. And then that's the advice I give everybody because you got Muslims with their own agenda. And look, we can save a lot of time. We bid on peace. Do what you want to do. We do what we want to do. So when I heard about what you were discussing today, so I said, interesting. So I was like, yeah, I'll talk to the brothers. So just now, when you hopped on, I didn't know where to start from. So I just said simply, hey, can you share some of the verses with us? That's all. It was no what you call a debate. It's no debate, nothing like that.
It is. It is a debate. I'm not. I'm one that's honest. I'm not gonna be sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna be crafty. It is a debate, especially the initial thing, the initial sentence that you said answering the phone. You didn't want to get to know me. You didn't want to do none of that. You said, "Let's go to the scripture. Explain this." I don't even know you. I don't even remember your name.
Right, because we're having a
You said your
Bible.
name so fast.
Okay, I mean, but what's the
You said
big deal?
your
We're
name
having a
so
Bible
fast. You made me
discussion.
look.
Let's discuss the Bible.
I get that, but
yeah.
I
If you
get that.
work
I get
for,
that. All I'm saying is that this is all I'm saying. We can
yeah,
go into it after this. I don't mind. But I'm saying all I'm saying is this is where we fail as a nation of people because we don't get that hatred out of our mind. We
brother,
don't get it out of our mind.
nobody's hatred, but nobody's hating on anybody. That's your
No, you're not.
insecureness. I don't know
Look.
what that is, but
Okay, you know how long I've been in the truth?
how
You know
long?
what feast days I keep? This is the thing. You didn't never get to know me. You want to go straight into it for
Right,
whatever
because
reason.
I want to see what your
I
belief
don't,
is about.
brother. I don't even know you.
Right.
Why?
So
What is your?
we
You don't
we
even
know
know what
each
I'm about
other.
to get going. What I got prepared for today. You don't even know.
I got you. I
But
got you.
yet,
But brother, if you're
that's what
anti,
I'm saying. No, hold on. Once again. Once you talk, I'll let you talk.
all
This is
right.
what
But
I'm
can
saying.
we
But
just
when I
discuss something, because you were talking for 15 minutes, and that's even worse than what I asked you to
so,
do. Like, because now
are
you're
you
just talking
okay?
in circles. Okay, can we discuss the
Hold on.
Bible or not? Because now you're
Yeah,
talking
we
in
can,
circles.
but I gotta ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you believe in the fruits of the spirit?
Yeah.
So you're supposed to have patience, long suffering
Oh
with the
no,
brother.
we got patience, but I ain't got all day though. We are having a
I don't
Bible
either,
discussion.
but I will listen to you
Okay,
because you my
cool,
brother.
cool. So how long's my patience be? A half an hour, an hour? Like you're talking in circles. Like we're not even discussing the Bible right now.
Because like I said, what Matthew 18 says, when you offended, you go to your brother alone.
Okay,
And
cool.
you
Right.
talk out to you.
Okay,
That's what I'm doing
great,
now. I just
great.
don't understand. I don't understand how both of y'all do not know me. A sister hit me up. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Shalom, happy Sabbath, da da. She goes straight into some questions. I'm like,
Yeah, we
okay.
should.
So I
We
see,
know where your heart is
I
at, by the
see.
way.
Right, but y'all acting like y'all had met me in the street or something, or da da da.
No,
Y'all
we're
see
not.
me out there
No, we're
teaching,
not.
but that's not the case. It was just a random friend request, loaded questions,
Okay, all right.
and didn't even get
Loaded
to.
questions.
That's not how a nation of people should conduct themselves. That's not. That's, I digress. Yeah, I'll let you get into what you want to go to. So go ahead. What you want to talk about?
Yeah. Now I was asking you. That's why I was asking the question. I was saying, like, I'm gonna get to know you as you talk. We can learn personalities from conversation. So as you talk, read, that's what patience is really seeing when you're going to the Word of God and we're listening, and that's because anybody could be so-called patient, right? You got creeps, you got perverts who got patience until they can strike. So anybody can pretend to be something that they're not until they're ready to strike, and then
that's not
all hell breaks loose.
That's not what I'm talking about, bro. You know I'm not talking about that. Just go ahead.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
I'm talking about the fruit of the. I'm talking about the fruit of the spirit. I'm not talking about damn pervert, bro.
I got you.
Well, go ahead.
So I got you. So were you Christian at any point in your life before you came into the truth?
Yeah, I was, but it's like I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Like I told my brothers the other day, I was like, bro, it's crazy how I came in the truth and I knew where every book was, and I didn't understand how I knew where every book was, except for the apocrypha, because when you're in church, in Baptist church, they don't tell you about the apocrypha. But I didn't. I'm like, how did I know it? Then it dawned on me. I went to Sunday school from like 3 to 12, but I just don't remember because I always fell asleep. Like every class, I fell asleep.
Okay, see, now that was a problem.
Huh?
I said, yeah, it's hard to learn if you're asleep. I agree.
Right. So, but it dawned on me. I was like, oh, that's why I know where every book is. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot about it because somebody asked me. Because my dad asked me. Because my dad, he's a Baptist. He was like, you don't remember all the things that you learned in the church? And I was like, not necessarily, but I'm reading as it's written. That's what I believe now. I was just talking to a Jehovah's Witness yesterday. I believe the words on the pages. So if the words on the pages say something and you're trying to say opposite, then it is what it is. At that point, it's on you. I'm trying to allow myself to.
Oh yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Pages. If you don't want to do that, then I would admonish you again, like the scripture say, admonish the sister 2 or 3 times. After that, you have to dust your feet. You have to, unless they want to learn and come and participate. Other than that, you can't. Two can't agree unless two walk together unless we agree. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
Amos 3 and 3, right?
Amos 3 and 3. It has to be a cutoff point, and that's what I was trying to show.
Yeah, I agree.
Sister witness. So, but that's what I'm all about. The words on the pages, what the words on the pages say.
Yeah, I agree.
What I'm with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd be a fool to argue any literature and it's not on the pages and somebody's put it there. Yeah, you'll be a fool to keep going on with them. All right. So, what translation do you prefer to read from when you study?
It really doesn't matter, but I prefer the King James version. It just depends on what the topic we on, and it depends the understanding of the person who I'm talking to. But some people, they need different translations. They need, because at the end of the day, it's just all scholars. That's all they're doing. They scholars translating Old English to better English. And I do understand that it's another act behind moving verses, so I understand that. But I know when
I don't know about Old English to New English. If a scholar's doing that, that's bad. I said if a scholar is translating Old English to New English, that's some bad scholarship.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not bad scholarship.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain why.
For an example, let me give you an example. So when you read Psalms, what is it? Psalms 81. Yeah, Psalms 81. When you read the chapter, it talks about the new moon and it talks about Passover, but it doesn't say it like that. You will only understand that it's talking about that by reading the law. Once you read the law, you understand it. But if you didn't read the law and you fell upon it, and you read like a new translation of King James, it tells you that it's talking about the full moon and the new moon. So it gives it to you. But then when you read down, you see that it's talking about Passover. You see what I'm saying? So it's a scholarship level of translation of giving it to you easier. But I do understand that they do take.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so that's all.
So when you look at Matthew 1, verse 17.
Yeah. What about it?
Are you familiar with that? Let's talk about the 14 generations.
Yeah.
14 generations. Okay.
Yeah.
So it says 42 generations, but it lists only 41. You familiar with that?
Yeah.
Why do you think there's a person missing?
You say what?
Why do you think there's only 41 Like, it explains the 42 generations, right? It says 14, 14, 14. It's 14 from Abraham to David.
You got something going on. You got something going on your phone, bro.
Okay, hold on.
You guys sound like somebody scratching something.
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn my speaker up. Okay. Let's go. All right. So you're familiar with you're familiar about the 14 generations from Abraham to David, and then David to Babylon, and then Babylon to Christ. So that's Matthew
Yeah, if you open your Bible, you'll see it. You see Matthew chapter 1, verse 17.
Yeah.
42 generations.
Let's down the
Right.
Yeah, let's down the generations.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it only lists 41 if you read from Adam to Jesus.
Yeah.
It
mentions all the way down.
Yeah.
Before it doesn't mention Joseph. It just mentions all the way down.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to explain that sort of. So if you look at verse 1, like it kind of sets the tone for what you're looking forward to reading. It says that this is the book of the generation of Jesus, right? So generation in genealogy is kind of like the same thing. It's let you know this is the genealogy of Jesus. And the way you count generations is from parent to child, right? So like your father or your mother, because it's any parent. Your father might be, he might have passed, as you say. But if he did, then it'll be your mother, you, right? And that's one generation. And then it'll be you and your child. That's one generation. That's the second generation,
brother,
right? That's how you count generations.
Brother, you got some type of noise going on.
All right, hold on.
It's not
I got it. Hold
scratching.
on. Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
All right, yeah, that's better. That's way better. You there?
Yeah, I said give me 2 seconds. Hold on. All right. So what I was saying was when the book talks about a generation.
It says the book of generation of Jesus Christ. It's talking about his genealogy as one, and then it lets you know how generation is counted. So generation is counted by parent and child, right? So if there's a mother and child, that's a generation, and then that child and this child is a generation, right? So that's why you got Abraham, verse 2. It says Abraham begot Isaac. That's one generation, and now the child has a child. So it's Isaac begets Jacob. That's the second generation. If you want to count from all the way one to Jesus, and then you have Jacob begot Judas. That's the third generation. So there's 3 generations on verse 2. You follow?
Yes, I'm with you.
Did I get okay? So right. So now the way the Bible establishes a parent, like a direct parent, not a grandfather, uncle, cousin. It'll say the word begot. So when you read the word begot, that'll be always listing a parent, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. That's maybe follow. Let's see. Okay, come. So with that being said, okay. So with that being said, when you so that if you combine that with 17, verse 17, the generations, and you look at verse 16, it'll say Jacob begot Joseph, right? So that's the generation. And then it will say I got it. And then it'll say Joseph is the husband of Mary, and Mary is the mother of Jesus, right? So when you read that and you don't read Joseph begetting Jesus to establish like some type of fatherhood, some generationhood, like how do you work that out?
I mean, we can simply just go to John 6.
No, I'm saying like without leaving the genealogy, because excuse me. So yeah.
No, I'm not leaving. The topic is
right. Yeah, you are. Look what I'm saying. If we're going to anywhere outside of Matthew chapter 1, you are leaving it. So we're talking about the genealogy, right, of Jesus. Just listen to me for a second. Okay, just listen. If we're in one book, one page, one chapter, and you leave and you go somewhere else, we definitely just left it. So I was saying I don't mind we leaving it some point later, but right now, if we're just examining that chapter and those verses, would you at least agree it doesn't establish a generation between Jesus and Joseph?
No, because again, just listen to me.
Right.
Again, now there's no time nowhere, no prophet, no disciple, no apostle stayed in one book concerning the topic.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I have no problem with that. Look,
once again, I let you talk all day long, and every time I talk,
no.
you have to cut me off. Whatever, I don't
Because
know why.
I'm saying let's stay here. I'm saying because I said let's stay here, then we'll leave. I don't mind, but I'm asking about what I just read. So I'm saying without leaving, huh?
Fine. Just give me an example of a disciple, apostle, prophet, or whatever just stayed in one book when they talk about the topic.
Okay, I got you. Look, bro, listen, I got you. It's a simple yes or no. Then we can go wherever you want. I'm saying when we're dealing with this chapter.
I already said no, bro. If
okay,
you
all right,
say
no
simple
problem.
yes or no, I already said no. Now
okay,
again,
all right.
if you want to force that on me, I just want.
No. I'm not. It's a simple. It's a simple
hold
yes
on,
or no. The word force ain't even there. Go ahead.
The people that's in the book, I'm trying to follow them as they follow Christ.
Got you.
That's what I'm trying to do, right?
But I'm trying to follow you. You trying to follow me because we're the one conversing, not the people in the book. It's you and I conversing.
You say what?
With people listening. So I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to a prophet. I'm talking to you.
No,
So I'm asking you about. But I'm asking you about the ancient prophets. That's what I'm asking you.
Brother, why you always got to cut me off?
You were first because I want to stay. I want to stay. Okay, can we? You can go, but can we stay here for a second?
What's your name again, brother?
Quasi.
You say it again.
Quasi.
You say Quasi?
W-S. I mean SW. Swazi. Yeah, Swazi.
Swazi. Okay, Swazi.
Yeah.
Swazi. The thing that we have to understand is how we must conduct ourselves with communication. How the Bible.
Oh shit.
How we should communicate with brethren. That's what we have to realize. The Bible says, "Listen first, then rebuke." That's a commandment. That's what we ought to do.
Okay.
Now I give you scriptures of what I'm talking about. It says precept must be upon precept. It says here a little, there a little. There's no way you're going to stay in one book and not get the understanding. Even David himself said precept upon precept is the only way. Therefore, I hate every way. So there's no way you're going to
not the only way, because when you read about King David being anointed as king, you don't read that nowhere else but in Psalm and Second Samuel. You don't read that nowhere else.
What you talking about?
So when you read about Saul being anointed as king, you only read that in Samuel. You don't read that nowhere else. So there's some.
What are you talking about?
So I'll speak very slow. Look, let me speak very slow for you because you're making it difficult to speak English. We're speaking in English and you're making it difficult. Okay.
No, I'm not making it difficult.
Okay, so now let me say what I was going to say then. I got no. We're still here. That's called an analogy. It's like you said precept. Well, there's something in English language called analogy. So I was making an analogy, but you agree that I got you. So, I got you. So you agree that Joseph wouldn't be in the generation, and you want to go somewhere else. I have no problem with that. But first, before we close out, let me just enter. Right. So let me just insert. Right. So before we leave Matthews, because I don't want to leave Matthews. Come back to Matthews. So we're gonna leave it. Let's leave it. So before we leave it, let me say this, and you can go. So I wanted to explain the 41 generations, because Jacob, when he begot Joseph, that was 11 and 12, and then you just have a son there laying there. He would be 14. There's a missing name, and the missing name is Mary, because she's listed as the mother. So that's the 13th and 14th generation. So you got Jacob begot Joseph, 11, 12. You got Mary, which verse 16 says she born Jesus. So you have a parent-child relationship giving you 13 and 14. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, you go where you want now. I just want to close. I just wanted to close out on it.
I mean, that's fine. Is that all you wanted to show me?
Yeah. I just want to finish. I just want to finish up on Matthew. I'm done with Matthew. So it's on you. You go wherever you want.
I don't got no problem with that. You just asked me where are you going. I told you we can simply go to John 6 for a precept.
Okay, so let's go there. Go there.
Amazing, man. Amazing.
Well, I said let's go there. You don't want to go there now?
No, we going there now. I'm just saying it's like you're giving me a hard time.
Nah, it's not hard. This is basic. This is basic grammar for any people that graduate high school. This is basic grammar.
Okay, well, I'm going to is basic grammar, but you're going to flip the script.
No, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you finish entirely. I'm not going to say one word. The same respect you gave me.
I'm not going to say nothing. I was just reading.
Okay, go ahead.
You there? It says, all right, this is John 6 and verse 42. It says, and they said, is not this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then that he come down from heaven?
Right. Come. You want to explain, elaborate?
It's self-explanatory. You just talk about we graduated from high school. It's simple English. I don't have to explain.
So I do, because something called context. So something happened before. So okay. So now you say it's self-explanatory. You don't have to. So allow me. So can I get a little bit of time? So for one, it said they said. Let me ask you. They is a plural.
I called it.
Okay. So come.
I called it. I said as soon as I read this, I ain't gonna have nothing to say.
Yeah, of course. I gotta talk. Thank you.
You gonna flip?
Yeah. Of course. No, Of course, I gotta talk. This is a debate, like you said. You call it a debate. So it's a debate. So it's my turn to talk. Right. Because there's something called. Look. All right. So first of all, starts off by saying they said. No. Well, I am a teacher. Matter of fact, I'm going to work in a second. So I actually get paid to teach. Right. So I am a teacher. You got that much right.
Oh yeah.
All right. So now it says. You see how retarded this guy is. This guy read the chapter and verse, and then I said, go ahead and explain it. It's self-explanatory. I go to talk. He's so insecure. I said, bro, I give you all the time in the world. It's my turn to talk, and the guy cuts me off right away. Are you that insecure?
Who cut
Are you that
off?
insecure? Okay, well, why are you talking when it's my go? I just said, yo, you got all the time. Okay, look, go ahead. Okay, so now you read John chapter 6:42. Can we talk about that chapter and verse only? Go ahead, bro. I don't want to talk about nothing else. Let's talk about what you read. You read it.
Hold on.
You read it. No, I don't. I'm not gonna hold on. I'm not gonna hold on, bro. Yeah, what?
Don't lie on my name, bro. Swazi,
okay, so don't lie on my name, bro. Explain John 6:42. Because it started off by saying they said. That's a plural pronoun. Who is the they? Who is saying that about Jesus? Go ahead, your turn.
Number one. Don't lie on my name.
Who is saying that?
Swazi. Get out of pride. Get out of pride. Don't lie on my name.
Yeah, don't lie on my name. Bro, go. Say, yeah, explain it. Go.
All right, it says, and they said, is this not Jesus, the son of
now,
Joseph?
Who's the they? Yeah, who's the they saying that?
Who's the they? All you got to do is read up. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm asking you, though. You brought it out. Hey, teacher, you brought it out. I'm asking you. I know who the they is. Who is the they? Who is the they? You don't know. You're trying to read it. I'll tell you.
Oh, all right. So
I'll tell you.
Let me read up. It says the
No. You don't gotta read up. I'm gonna tell you who it is. It's the disbelieving Jews. The disbelieving Jews said, how do you come down from heaven if your parents come up from the ground? If your parents are Mary and Joseph, then how are you saying you came down from heaven? They don't believe him. They call the disbelieving Jews. Okay?
Again, let me say this.
So now
quick.
continue.
Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on.
Let me say this again. Once again, you told me the answer. You told me the answer, right? And I said all you gotta do is read up. So then I went
because
up
you don't know it.
And I started. Hold on. I went up a verse and I read. Then you cut me off, and then you lied on my name earlier, saying this brother is insecure. This brother keep cutting me off when that's not the case, bro.
You are. You do.
I'm cutting you off, really? When I've been quiet every time you talk, and then when I get
you have not.
cut me off.
When you hear the playback, you're not gonna believe that bullshit. When you hear the playback, you're not gonna believe that.
And now you're cursing. I'm
cursing like you.
This is the problem with Israel. The conduct on the way we conduct ourselves.
Yeah, you're right. Israel, they get on here, they read a chapter and verse.
Now, hold on.
Now, look, go ahead. Yeah, how many minutes do you want? Hey, bro, how many minutes do you want? How many minutes? How many so I can be quiet? How many minutes do you want?
Is this the fruit of the Spirit?
How many minutes do you want? How long do you need to talk so I can go? How long? How long?
You got some type of strife in your heart, some type of hatred. So just go ahead, bro.
How long do you need to talk? You got it. Let me know how long. I'll be quiet. Okay.
I'm done.
So all I need is 30 seconds. All I need is 30 seconds. That's all. What I need is 30 seconds. Okay. So these were the disbelieving Jews that claimed he was the son of Joseph. Disbelieve, because they didn't believe him when he said, I came down from heaven. My father sent me. My father. But Jesus told them, my father is from heaven. And he sent me down here. So man didn't bring me up. I was sent down. I'm different than you people. They didn't want to believe him because they assumed his father was Joseph. Now, why they assume that? Because Luke 3:23 says Jesus, beginning his ministry at the age of 30, as was supposed the son of Joseph. And then it says the son of Eli, the son of so-and-so. So Jesus Christ is the only person with the as was supposed son of somebody. Everybody else is just simply the son of everybody. So as was supposed means that people thought, they incorrectly thought he was the son of Joseph, but in turn, he wasn't. And that's why it says as was supposed. So those Jews incorrectly thought he was the son of Joseph because in their minds, they're like, well, how are you the son of Joseph at the same time you came down from heaven? So this is why they had a problem with that. I'm done.
This is like the fourth time I let you get everything. This is the fourth time I let you get everything off. As soon as I get to going, you got to cut me off.
I'm quiet. Now, I ain't saying anything. I'm quiet.
There you go again. And then you claiming.
Dude, just talk.
Okay.
Yeah, stop saying what I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
The second time during the 15 seconds I've been talking. Not even that long. And you talking about listening to the playback.
Talk without mentioning me. Go ahead, because you're lying. Just go. Look, can we talk about the Bible, bro? Every time you talk, it's always about something other than what we read.
It's the fruit of the Spirit.
Why don't you read? Why don't you go off what was just read?
I will.
Okay, is that good? Okay, go. No, I will. No, do it. Go off what we just read. It's real simple. This is basic third grade grammar.
All right. Now, since you don't want to deal with the man in the mirror, let's deal with the topic at hand. So if you take the stance on what you're saying, a whole bunch of precepts that's contradicting what you're saying now. Because correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
You're saying that Christ was not born of a man.
Yep. Well, I didn't say that. No, I read that. I didn't say that. I read that in his own genealogy. Go ahead.
Well, okay, so the way that you view scriptures, you're saying that Christ did not come of a man, right?
Yeah. Did we read that? Did we read it is birth? Because the genealogy is the birth. It tells you who begot who. In all genealogies, if you start from Adam chapter 5, verse 13, it tells you Adam begot Seth. Seth begot this person came. It tells you who begot who. So every genealogy is going to start with the word begot. So if Jesus Christ got a genealogy and there's no begot by his name, that means nobody begot him.
So my question for you would be, what tribe would he be then?
Oh, so he's from the tribe. Got you. Good question. So he's from the tribe of Judah.
How could he be from the tribe of Judah?
Oh,
so
easily. He got a parent. He got a parent.
What parent?
You got a mother.
He has a. The tribe doesn't come through the mother though.
Why don't it?
Because of Numbers 1 and 18. Because of the law.
Okay.
That's what.
No, that's not a law. No, no. You read. Okay, go ahead and read it. You read that totally wrong.
Numbers 1 and 18 is not a law.
Yeah. No.
What is Numbers?
Do you know why they were being? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Hold on. What is?
Do you know why they were?
18?
So you asked me a question. I'm answer. Okay, so let me answer you.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking. Just
right,
like
right. So do you want the answer?
Hold on. I answered first. No.
Okay.
And I'm asking.
So now, what's your question?
No, I'm asking.
Okay. No. Yes.
So
no. I'm going to answer the. I'm going to answer the. No, it's not a law. It's not a law. It's not a law.
Go ahead.
Okay. So now. Okay. Cool. So what they're doing is they're going to war. And he's directing them, when you go to war, send boys 20 years and older, nothing lower. And these boys who are 20 years older, they got to be of Israel to go to this war. We don't want servants and outsiders, strangers to fight with us. This is just an Israel thing. So he says, so they have to show their father's house to go to this war. It's not a damn law.
Okay, I got another question then.
Yeah.
Why is it then when they got into the land, they're no longer in war? And the ones that have to die out to continue the new generation, it was 20 years and downward.
What chapter is this?
It was when they was in the wilderness. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Yeah,
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Okay, I got to read it before I can, elaborate on it. But the scripture says that he will be coming from the seed of David. That's what the scripture says.
Right. It was a promise. It was a promise that he will come through the seed of David. There's only one way you come through the seed of David.
There's only one way?
Yeah. It's only one way.
Really?
Hold on.
Okay, what way is that? I'm interested.
You had a baby screaming in the background. I was letting her finish.
Yeah.
But all right, so you saying Mary, he came through Mary, which I agree, Mary born him, but Mary doesn't have a seed. So I'm asking you where does seed come from? Mary doesn't have a seed.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All parents got a seed.
Women don't have seed. They have eggs.
Yeah.
The seed.
No, all.
That's why I mentioned number 1 and 18.
No, I disagree with that. Number 1.
Once again, you don't have patience. So now we're going off of what I'm trying to find. But if you would just have patience, you will bear with me, and we'll get to the scripture I'm talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on.
And while you're doing that, I'm not going to stay quiet. I'm going to respond. So women have seed, men have seed. If you're a parent, you have seed.
Okay, can you show me?
It has nothing to do with race. Of course.
Hold on.
So, right. I said, of course. He says, hold on. Of course. So, if you go all the way to Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. So we can start right there. It said, when God decided to curse Eve and the serpent, he said that he shall curse his seed and he shall curse her seed. Your turn.
And you saying that seed is going into the birth of a child?
I'm saying women. I'm saying I just got it. So I just proved my point, brother. I just proved my point. I said women have seed and men have seed. I said because I said parents. I said parents have seed. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm asking you a question. You got to me off while I'm asking. Amazing. Now, asking you, you're using that verse to say that women can have children alone. Because we're talking about
Bro.
the birth of a child. Hold on, we're talking about the birth of a child. So
Mhm.
you're using that precept to say alone women can have children. They don't need a man.
Brother, I just simply read that you said women don't have seed. I said parents have seed. So you
Hey,
said go ahead
that's
and prove
talking
it.
about
You said
in that context. You went to Genesis 3, bruh. That's talking about a
right.
different context. What we're talking
No,
about
but the word
now.
seed is there, and a woman has it. I don't care. I don't care
Why you
what
gotta
context
keep
it is. You said women because you said
Why you
women
gotta
don't
keep
have seed. I just showed you that.
Why you gotta keep cutting me off, bruh? It's amazing.
I'm sorry.
Now
I'm sorry.
again, I'm asking you because we're talking about the birth of a child. You went to Genesis 3 and 15, bruh.
Yeah.
So again, are you saying that women can have children alone because you know you need the seed to have a child? So you pulled that precept to claim that women can have children alone. Is that what you're saying?
Hello?
Yes.
I got a
Hello.
little echo here. Hold on.
Is that what you're saying?
Wait, let me fix my echo. Hold on. Got a little, is it still echoing? It is. Hold on.
No, that's not
What the
echoing.
hell did that?
You probably try to get away from the other people you had on the car because you can't defend what you're saying. That's what's going on.
And I'm echoing. Hold on. Yeah, I think somebody else has got their phone open. Okay, I see it. How do I get rid of that?
You good, bro?
Hey, give me a second. Okay, I see it. I see it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Ben can hear you, bro. No echo or nothing. Or maybe an echo on your end, but I know what you
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to
No,
do.
I was definitely. I'm echoing
you
now.
ain't trying to get rid of no echo, bro. Stop playing, bro. I know Israel, bro. Can't fake the funk. We are the people, bro. I know Israel. But again, so are you saying that you bring in Genesis 3 and 15 to say that women can have children alone? Crickets?
How you hear me now, right?
Yeah, Ben can hear you, bro.
Yeah, but I was hearing two of me. Okay, so let me answer the question.
No.
He says
You're not finna play that game, bro. You're not finna act like your phone was echoing and do all that and then avoid the question.
He
You
says
brought up
no.
Genesis 3. You
Okay,
brought up
so let me answer.
Squazzy, stop. You brought up Genesis 3 and 15 to say women have seed. And I'm asking you, are you saying that women can have children alone? You're bringing that precept to say women can have children.
Okay, so let me tell you why I brought it up instead of telling me why I brought it up. Let me speak for myself. You don't got to speak for it. You're not my lawyer or counsel.
Bro, we're talking about a topic. We're talking about birthing children.
I got you. So can you be quiet just for it so I can answer, so I can reply? Because you're asking me what you asked me why did I go there, and you're still talking, and then you complain about order.
Amazing. I'm saying it's amazing. Go ahead. You good?
Okay, I got it. Thank you. So you said, "See, only men have that." Then I said, "Nah." I said, "Parents have it." You said, "No." You said, "Go get that," in Unc's voice. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go get that." So I went to Genesis 3, verse 15, and I simply read that women have seed. Then you had a follow-up question. Your follow-up question was, can women give birth alone? So now I will answer your second question. Yes.
Okay, can you show me?
Yeah.
In history?
Yeah, I will.
In history, that women can have children without a man?
Except how we.
Huh?
Yeah, I can show you history. Okay, so
Where did women have children alone without a man?
yeah, can
Where
I
did that
read
happen?
that? Right. It happened in Matthew chapter 1 and Luke chapter 1.
No, I said history.
Right, that's
I
the
don't
Bible.
agree. But I don't agree with your knowledge on the
Yeah, you
Bible.
don't have
I'm
to.
asking for I'm
Yeah,
asking for out.
I don't expect you
I'm asking
to
for
agree with history, but yeah, if you read Matthew chapter 1, it's a history book, right? So when you read the history book called the Bible,
no
chapter 1,
Swazi
it's
again. I'm telling you, Swazi again. I'm telling you, your understanding on Christ's birth is wrong. Give me another historic references, an outside source to show me that women can have children alone. Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about women birth children. Herbs have seed. They don't birth children. So that's the topic at hand. I can go to any scripture in Genesis of stuff that has seed and say, oh, it has a seed. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about if something has a seed. We're talking about birthing children. That's what we're talking about. So again, you brought up Genesis 3 and 15 to say women can birth children alone. You said yes. Now I'm asking for an outside reference. Show me outside of what you see, because I don't see what you see in Matthew. I don't see it. So you should be able to show me an outside reference of a woman birthing children without a man.
okay, cool. So I'm so polite. You said the
But
same
at the
thing.
end of the day, if you're going to use that, Eve did not bear Christ. Mary did.
Okay.
So to even pull that is in your understanding, to even pull that is idiotic.
Got you. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
I'm asking
cool.
for outside.
I got you. I got you. But I asked you done. You said, yeah, I'm done. And you kept on talking. Are you done or not? Because I'll be quiet. I was respecting you. I was very quiet. Keep going and let me know when you're done.
Bro, stop playing that game, bro.
Okay.
I
Are
know
you
it's
done?
you're
Yes or no?
talking about a person that hold on. I'm not done now. You're talking about somebody that knows Israel, bro. I know Israel. Don't play that game with me. Don't play that game with me, because I know. Huh?
I said, bro,
what you call me?
I'm gonna be real. You a sick nigga. I'm gonna be real. You making a fool of yourself. You sat there and said,
right,
men.
so
You sat there and said women don't have seed. I sat there and read to you, Eve has seed. Right.
Okay,
so I
that's
sat there and read to
fine.
you, Eve has seed.
You
said show you in history where a woman can have a child alone. I read you Matthew 1:18. That's history. That's 2,000 years ago. That's history. History is past.
I pray and I hope that everybody that's on the call, they hear what's going on.
Oh
and
no,
I pray
they
for you.
clearly hear you. they hear you. Hey bro, we got to chat too.
I pray for you as well too. I'm not talking about the topic that we're talking about. At the end of the day, they can believe in what you believe in, but I'm talking about how we're conducting ourselves.
Hey, yeah, I will send you the playback.
Hold on. You start. That's fine. I don't care. I know how to conduct myself. You started cursing. I never started cursing.
This is a lie.
Hold on. I finished. You cut me off. I have never cut you off. I may have asked you a question. After I asked you the question, you thought it was your opportunity to take the floor when it's not. And I might try to further explain, and you will try to act like it's your time to talk when it's not. And I kept asking you. At the end of the day, this is not how you conduct yourself in a nation. It's not. You didn't know my name. You just wanted to get into it. You don't know how long I've been.
I don't need to know your name. You're just another one. That's all. Like DJ Khaled. Another one.
Again, you're doing it again. So this is what I'm saying at the end of the day. We are a nation of people, and we must conduct ourselves as a nation of people. If you want to believe that, fine. That's fine. At the end of the day, the Father sees all. He knows both of our hearts. That's what I'm saying. I'm praying.
Well,
that
there's two fathers. There's a father of heaven. There's a father of the devil, right? And I don't think your father is of the heaven. Your father is in John 8:44. Your father's the devil.
Okay, that's fine. You can say that all you want. You can say that all you want, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I'm talking about. again.
Nah,
Now,
no
once
comprende.
again.
No comprendo. No comprendo.
Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can say that all you want. At the end of the day, the Father looking down on all of us. At the end of the day, you can believe that of what you want, but if you want me to reply,
And the father got the emoji with the hand over his face.
Swazi, if you want me to reply, will you have patience? Will you hear me out?
Are you replying to what I read?
I haven't never been on offense yet. You've been on offense the whole time. I've just been on defense.
You have been on offense. You just asked me to show you a woman having sex. That's offense. I had to defend. No. Defend.
No.
Bro.
No.
Defense react from offense. Okay. Now we don't know basic physics.
Once again,
defense responds from offense. Okay? You have offense football, the quarterback likes the ball, the defense reacts. You told me to find you women having seeds. I was on defense. You were on offense. Go ahead.
No. This whole time you was on offense. I have just been asking questions. That's defense. If you want to say me asking questions is offense,
that's offense.
That's terrible.
Yeah, you don't watch interrogation shows? Detectives, when they ask questions, they are on offense. The person answering the questions, the defendant or the suspect, he's on defense. He's defending himself. That's literally what he's doing. He's defending himself against the accusations from the detective. What are you talking about?
No, one of us did not commit no crime. One of us is not a detective.
Oh, no, you definitely committed a crime, bro. You're a liar.
Okay, again, you can view it as that. That's fine and dandy. That's cool. That's fine.
Go on offense.
But I'm saying, if
go on
offense, will you be willing to have patience and hear me out?
Yes. Go ahead. I'm listening right now. Go ahead.
You sure? Because if you cut me
off,
yes.
I just said yes. I'm going on mute. Go ahead. You got it. Look. I'm going on mute. I can't talk over mute. Go ahead.
All right. So again, the problem that you have, Swazi, the problem that you have by taking that standpoint. Number one, he couldn't come from a tribe, and if you say he come from a tribe, you would have to say that he's a part of the angels, because I mean I might be wrong. Get off mute real quick, because I gotta ask you this, because I don't want to put words in your mouth. But people that take that stance, they say that angel Gabriel. They say that angel Gabriel.
No, I don't say that. No, I'm back on mute. No, I don't say that.
All right, so correct me if I'm wrong or right. You're saying that Mary had Jesus alone. It was he just came through Mary.
Immaculate conception, baby. Yes.
So are you saying? All right. So you're saying he came through the flesh? He was just a fleshly child and came through Mary.
Yes. Well, I'm not. I'm reading the Bible. The Bible told me that. Yes. The Holy Spirit told me that.
So by saying that, you're disannulling the law. You're putting the law on the back.
What law? What law?
For that children is established by the man. The house of the tribe is established.
What law is children? Okay, let me be clear. So are you saying children have to come by men?
No, well, I'm saying that essentially, but what I'm saying altogether is that your nationality or your ethnicity is established by the man.
Okay, so with that being said, what is Joab's father? Who is Joab's father house? How can Joab show his father?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Oh shit! You see, you're not ready.
But no, I'm just saying. I'm being honest with you. I don't know that off the top of my head.
Right. So let me. You want me to help? You want me to help fill the void real quick about Joab?
Not really, because every time you talk, you kind of go off topic.
No. Because we're talking about showing. we're talking about showing the Father's house. I'm ready. Look, I'm on topic. I'm talking about showing the Father's house.
No.
I'm saying, okay, just give me 15 seconds. Look, right. No, wait. Just give me 15 seconds.
Hold on.
Joab is King David's grandson. Listen.
This is amazing.
Joab is King David's grandson. He can't show his father's house, by the way. He can't show his father's house because you make claims. You make claims, I debunked them, and then you say I'm not orderly. I just debunked you. Joab can't show his father's house either. Jesus can't, and Joab can't.
I never used the word debunk. I'm saying, like, bro, you're not realizing you're talking to a humble brother. If I don't know something,
nah, you ain't humble. Hey, brother, did you? With all due respect, did you finish high school?
Swazi. If you stole brotherly love, this conversation would have went way smoother. All I was ready to say is, I said, I don't want you to go to over there because you have never set yourself an example to remain on topic. But if you want to go, you can go. That's all I was ready to say. But you cut me off before I even said that. You could have went there. You could have explained it on everything.
So allow me. So now you see how quiet I was. I got you.
Again,
so now,
you going ready to cut me off again?
No, bro.
Again,
you know what? You're never finished. Hey, chat. Do you hear the stupidity? Every time he mentioned Father's house, I got you. He, not me. He mentioned you got to show your father's house. He said that. I said, well, can Joab show his father's house? I don't know who that is, and you're off topic, bro. I'm talking about showing your father's house. I'm on your topic, and because you don't know who Joab is, wait, I'm almost done.
I do.
10 more seconds. Okay, so who's Joab?
Bruh, I'm telling you. I'm straight telling you.
This kid is slow.
I don't know off the top. I'm telling you, I don't know off the top. Show me.
You don't know. No. I'm not gonna teach you for free. All right. I've done it enough. I'm a paid teacher by trade.
So now you want me to tell you when that's against scripture.
Now hell no. No. Exodus 21 teaches you how to have a Hebrew servant and how to conduct your Hebrew servant. So no, yes, we can charge each other. That's the law. Exodus 21.
So off, bro. That's a servant. At the end of the day, we in captivity. There's no way.
I ain't in captivity. No, Christ said the truth shall set us free. That's what Jesus Christ said. Jesus Christ said the truth shall set you free.
You can believe that. You can believe that all you want.
You don't believe in Jesus.
The nation of Israel is in captivity. I can
No. If you are in captivity, you are not a servant of Christ.
Bro, that's fine. You can believe that all you want, bro.
Christ said that in John 8:32. He said the truth shall set you free.
The truth will set you free, meaning you're going to have
in captivity.
You're going to have the remembrance of the Holy Spirit is going to restore all things to you. But that doesn't deny we still have to be redeemed by the Savior, bro. But again,
so
you're forced to force a different topic. Again.
No, it's the same topic. You said we're in captivity. Yo, this guy comprehension is comparative to seriously, like a kindergarten.
You can believe that all you want, but the only person that's changing topics is you.
This is probably one of the dumbest people I ever spoke to.
I allowed you to further explain, and then you told me I'm gonna have to pay you on the Sabbath.
Yeah, you will.
You can see the fruit of the Spirit.
I'm not here to teach you for free, bro. I get paid for this. If a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. I'm gonna eat.
All right, again, you can do it. I'll let the Father deal with you, bro. At the end of the day, bro, I got the blood off my hands. I didn't even want it.
No, you a bloody murderer, bro.
Once again, one of your members called me, and I explained to her. She wanted me to get on the call. I'm like,
all right. I had no fun with them, but if y'all don't know, Saturday mornings is the only morning where I actually work. All right, so I got a about 10 minutes. And this is why he kept saying, you don't want to get to know me. Hell no, not on a Saturday morning. I gotta get to work. I ain't got time to get to know you or anybody, not just you. I ain't got time for people, Tone G, no man, nobody. I want to get to subject. So if Haskell called in on a Saturday morning, 8 or 9 o'clock, and like we had a subject, he want to tell me a personal story? No, not now. Time is of the essence for me. It's like, no, I got to get somewhere. Hold that thought till I come back. So I tried to reschedule these 2 girls at 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock because I got space at 10. When they first joined, I didn't have space at 10 o'clock. So now I got space at 10 o'clock. So I'm trying to get them to come at 10 o'clock, but nobody responded. And did I even bring that phone? Yeah, I did. Okay, so nobody responded, so I'm guessing that they're going to just come at 1 o'clock. I'm sorry, they're coming at 12 to 1, right? It's our classes. So they're coming at 12 to 1. I was trying to get them to come at 10 o'clock. I didn't want to leave at 1 o'clock. I don't have to if I got more space. But, weekends are the most trickiest time for me to like reschedule people, because if you come on a weekend, that means your schedule's pretty much busy. So there's no room for like flexibility. But old boy, in all seriousness, old boy is definitely off. Like he's nobody's gonna convince me otherwise. Old boy is definitely mentally off. You dig? But these guys be scholars in the chat though. And this is why I tell these guys, just call in, man. Just call in. Just call in. Because you're typing, you sound like Tyson Neil deGrasse when you're typing, right? You know it all. Once they call in, you can hear it. Like this dude, just the way he talks shows you that things are not, he's not clear, he's not articulate. So that alone, and then, you off topic. Bro, you brought up the damn topic. You said women don't have seed, only men have it. So when I read a woman having seed, you would think, oh yeah, okay. He says, is this saying, Mary, how you go from the oldest lady to the youngest lady? Eve to Mary. How we do that? I was, as you guys know, I was having fun with the guy. But, and anyway, I was having fun with him. It's time to work now. I'm going to replay this for later for sure. Okay. And I'll surprise you with an early morning one. So listen, I'm going to keep them coming. It ain't over. Shalom, peace. Shabbat shalom.